morning, church family. I'm just here to share with you an initiative that is currently underway. You may or may not be aware of Face to Face on Race. What it is really is just a series of conversations, myself, Black Newborn, talking about race. And there's a couple of motivations behind the whole initiative. And the first being that we were just tired, the two of us, and I think it's the shared experience of many. We were tired of limping from crisis to crisis and only talking about race in the heat of a controversy when our emotions are high and perhaps we're not thinking as clearly as we ought to be. So we didn't want to wait for the next crisis. We wanted to be proactive and we wanted to talk about race. And the second motivation is that we're also tired of just imbibing everything that comes across the Atlantic from the US on this issue of race. We wanted to think for ourselves, we wanted to think as South Africans, and we wanted to apply gospel categories to the issue. We didn't want to be informed by sociology departments at Harvard or Yale or Princeton. We wanted to search the scriptures and apply what we read there. To listen carefully to God's voice and apply what he's telling us to our own context, to the unique South African context, and have a uniquely South African conversation, Christian conversation in the first place, around the issue of race. So you can find those conversations. No topic is taboo. We are talking about all the hot button issues. Our last episode was titled White Privilege and Black Victimhood. So if that gets your blood up immediately, well, then go and listen to the conversation. And our next conversation is racism in the church. So we are really trying to shy away from nothing and say nothing's off limits. We want to talk about it. And again, one motivation that I missed, in fact, perhaps the primary motivation, is not for Black and I to reach some sort of consensus and get to know each other better, although I have found these conversations enormously beneficial for me personally, and it's been great to spend time with Black. But that isn't our primary goal. Our primary goal is to start similar conversations, to empower similar conversations right across our church family and perhaps even on the outside. But we have our church family in mind first and foremost. We want you to feel free to engage in these conversations because the silence is damaging. And so please do consult the details. They'll be on the screen alongside me or underneath me. But Face to Face on Race, you can find the podcasts either on our church website or on our Facebook page. All the platforms and all the information will be available to you on the screen. Thanks for listening, and I hope you find it fruitful.